cares about your story, but cares about you. Please reach out today. Thomas P. Murphy once said, "Minutes are worth more than money. Spend them wisely." At Minutes Wisely, we take that to heart. Our mission is to decrease veteran suicide by providing life-changing experiences for veterans, first responders, and Gold Star families. We believe that we can make a lasting impact by rekindling a sense of purpose and fostering community through sponsored tickets to sporting events. These experiences are not just about the game, they're about the moments that can change lives. A simple sporting event can boost joy and instill a sense of renewed hope and purpose for those who have served. Join us in making a difference, become a moment maker, and empower a veteran with rediscovered hope. Visit minuteswisely.com for more information and to get involved. Together, we can make every moment count.
Good Sunday morning. Welcome back to another episode of NBR.
Hello.
So, before we get started, I just want to make an announcement. If you're in the Middle Tennessee area, the second annual golf outing is on the books. So we just wrapped up the details yesterday. It's on 9/11 again. It's at Champions Run, which is a really nice. I just found out yesterday that next year Champions Run is actually going to be a private golf. Yeah, so
that's a nice course out there in Rockville, right?
Yeah, correct. Yeah. I was out there yesterday talking to the people, and they have a nice bar, nice outside. It's gonna be a country. That's the word I was looking for. It's gonna be a country.
Oh, it's going private. It's going private.
Yeah,
it's a nice course. It's a really nice course.
Yeah.
Man, look at Minutes Wisely. We come up, baby.
On private golf courses, they're gonna have a cart road out there.
Not municipal. That's what we should call the.
Yeah. So I had a great idea yesterday too. I think I'm going to buy a golf simulator, like just one of those little sticks that you hook up and it Bluetooth to your iPad, whatever, and you can play any course. Yeah, I think I'm going to buy one of those and raffle it off on the day of the tournament.
Yeah, let me know. I can. I've been actually researching those too. I can let you know what I've found if you want to.
Yeah, they're like I was looking at them. I'm not really a golfer, but I think that would be fun to have in your backyard if you had a big old net at the setup. It's always easy to take down because it'd be a pain in the ass trying to cut grass.
Well, usually you like set it up in your garage and just leave it for the winter.
If you have a big enough room, set it up in your house.
Yeah, I don't really want it in my garage though because I park my car in the garage.
Who parks their cars in their garage?
People with caddies.
People with caddies, yeah. So, yeah, I thought about that, but I don't want to lose my garage. But I was thinking about just getting a nice net and put it on the side of the house or something that I could hold down and carry it away so I can cut my grass and then pop it back.
Yeah.
But I'm thinking about raffling one of those bad boys off.
They even have like if you bought an iPad, they have an app that you can get, and it downloads through the iPad, so you could
Yeah,
and that's like the real simulator. Like
yeah,
it has the course and it'll give you like information on your balls and whatnot.
Yeah, the what I was looking at, you can buy a stand and just put your iPad right next to the tee box, and after you swing, and you just look up at your iPad, and it gives you, the distance, the speed. It gives you all the tech.
Yeah. I think you're looking at the same one I was looking at.
Yeah, it's pretty sick, man. So I'm thinking about giving one of those bad boys away at the event.
That'd be awesome.
Also, I was thinking about to generate interest in Patreon, giving away like Monday Night Football tickets in Detroit for a Patreon subscriber. Just free and clear. Like if you're a veteran, first responder, just as long as you're a supporter, we'll send you to maybe Monday Night Football, maybe Thanksgiving. I don't know which game yet, but I think that would be pretty dope.
I mean, they're all big games, honestly.
This schedule is rough, man. Holy crap.
I'm all in on baseball right now, but I've been slowly creeping my way back to the Lions.
Yeah, I've been watching a lot of the OTAs, and man, I don't know what Aiden Hutchinson's going to look like in an actual game, man, but that kid is a complete stud, man. After snapping his freaking leg in half, he's just out there killing it, and he got the all clear 100% to go. And they're showing him running and cutting and like.
Did you see that video they posted yesterday or the day before of him in that do-rag, and then he was out there just shredding?
Yeah, he's just an animal.
He's a different type of human being.
And I don't know, like what, it's not contact and it's not game speed, right? But even if he's 90% old Aiden Hutchinson, that's still above average.
Yeah,
edge, right?
Yeah.
And if somehow he gets back to 100%, man, watch out. Watch out.
Yeah, and there's I'm reading reports the Sedarius Smith is still not off the table, man. They're just waiting. So, man, if we could pair somebody like that back there with him, and also I'm probably gonna script his name, Aleem McNeil.
He's out for the year, I think.
I was watching a show the other day with a doctor, and he said that 4 to 6 months tops, and he could very well be back before the second half of the season.
Oh, see, they've been talking about that a little bit on the radio, and basically everyone in Detroit's saying out for the year. But man, if he comes back, that dude's a monster as well.
Yeah, even if he came back, well, they're saying originally probably by December, but this doctor was saying the injury that he had, he could very well be back by September. But I don't think you want to push that.
And he's big. He's a big kid. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's a lot of weight and a lot of momentum and movement. The
doctor mentioned that too. He said, well, it's the size that he is, it might be a little bit longer, but
that's what I was getting at.
October is doable, but I would say if you're the Detroit Lions, you just hold off and wait till December or wait till you need him, and then if you can put him in. But man, if we can get him back or Zadarius Smith back, this defense is lethal, man. This might be the best defense that the Detroit Lions have ever seen, if healthy, you know.
Well, and you're not even talking about that kid that they drafted out of Ohio State, Rich or Willie. That kid's an animal as well.
I've been watching a lot of stuff about this Egyptian kid too, man. Like, this dude's mindset is insane. Like,
did you hear his after draft interview? How he was ready to kill somebody for Dan Campbell? Like, dude, you drafted somebody that's a plug and play animal.
He was a late round pick, but my money's on him, you know, working his way into a pretty good role with this team, especially with that attitude. Now, I've been watching a little bit of his workouts. Like, man, these kids are freaking assassins, man. Like, Kirby Joseph, man. Like, is he gonna 9 more freaking interceptions? Like, this, it's insane.
Well, what about Amik Robertson? Like, what if he takes a step forward? Like, that dude was an animal the last couple of games, and you know he had that injury, but I mean, DJ
Reed, Brian Branch back there, man. Like, you look at the schedule. At first, I was like, "Holy crap, man!" But you look at Detroit's core players. It's like, this is what they're built for, man. Like, this is going to be the. And I hate saying this because I feel like a broken record because something always happens and we fail at the end. But if we can stay healthy, 100%, I think we can do it. 2 years ago, it should have been our year. You're up 17 against the Niners in San Francisco. All you had to do was put the pressure on them, but somehow they let off the gas and lost their trip to the Super Bowl.
I don't even know if it's letting off the gas. Like it was fluky. Like the helmet off the visor.
Yeah.
Josh Reynolds catches those passes 9 times out of 10, 10 times out of 10, right? They went right through his fingers.
Yeah, it was like that Detroit curse came back with a vengeance in the worst game possible. And then, last year you go 15-2, then you get freaking steamrolled in the first round of your
15-2 with all of those injuries.
Yeah, and I was looking at the stats of Aiden Hutchinson. Did he get hurt in the 5th game?
It was week 6 in Dallas.
Yeah, so he still led the league in sacks for like most of the year.
Yeah.
And he only played like a quarter of the year. Like, it's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. My heart's still like.
We haven't even talked about the offense yet.
Yeah.
The Detroit Lions have they always had like a good offense or a good defense, but you put great and great together, like sky's the limit, man. The only thing that bothers me about this team are brand new coaching staff. Like, how well do these kids? They're essentially kids. How do they? That's the unknown, right? These coordinators, everything, pretty much all the coaches are brand new except for the head coach.
Yeah, and it's back to, was it Ben Johnson or was it Jared Goff? Who was the catalyst in his turnaround? Was it Ben Johnson's system that made Jared Goff great, or was it the change of scenery, the you know what I'm trying to say, or was it Dan Campbell?
I mean, we're gonna find out, right? So
I'm nervous, and I'm nervous, and that schedule is not easy.
No, and all the road teams are basically outdoor games.
Yes, and they're outdoor games, and they're good road teams.
Yeah, they're hard games. You're talking Baltimore, Kansas City. Am I correct on that one?
Yeah, Baltimore, Kansas City, Philadelphia's on the road, Washington's on the road,
Steelers at home. All these. Green Bay. I mean, that's always a tough one.
Yeah, even Chicago late on the road. Like you're gonna get 2-glove golf. It's terrible.
Yeah. Hopefully, we have the division wrapped up by then.
Yeah, and we'll see. Whoever is in front of Hooker at the time will be playing.
15-2, and you're still playing the last game for the division, man. It seems like every year, everything goes against the Lions. Like, whoever thought they were going to be 15-2, and you're still playing the last game of the year for playoffs spot. That's crazy.
Yeah, it is. It's but that's the NFL. And that's the beauty of it. That's why it's the one of the greatest sports in the world.
It's crazy though, man. But I think Dan Campbell revels in this kind of stuff, so I don't think they're going to be 15-2 this year, but I think they win the division again.
No, I don't think we're going to get another 15-2. Like, I think it's going to be at 12 or 13 wins is the top in the NFL this year, because there's too many good teams.
Yeah,
too much parity, too much.
Yeah. Hey, I don't care if they're 10-7 as long as they win the freaking division and make it to the postseason.
All right, here I have a question for you. Would you take 11-6 right now?
Yeah, I think 11-6 is still going to be hard to do with this schedule.
Right. Are you taking that right now,
Yeah.
regardless of if it wins the division or not? Are you taking 11-6 with that schedule right now?
Yeah, as long as they got a wild card out of it, I would take it.
Yeah, I mean, 11-6, you're getting in the playoffs. I think. I'm pretty sure.
I don't know, man. I've seen them go 10-6 before not make it.
Yeah. Yeah, but yeah, I this schedule's not. It's going to be tough.
Yeah.
It's going to be a lot. It's going to be a stressful year.
Yes. Let me bring up the schedule real quick. The first game, week 1 at Green Bay. I think that's going to play into the Lions' hand because Green Bay's always hard place to play. And then later in the year, it's even worse. So having week 1 at Green Bay, I think that nods to the Lions.
Yeah, unless it's a rain game, unless the weather's really nasty.
I still like it because our running backs are complete studs. And you got Sam Laporta. I mean, I would take a rain game in Green Bay all day long.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like you never know in a rain game. You never know.
That's the first away game. The second one's Baltimore, and that's early on. So that's going to be a tough one, man. Don't matter what the weather is.
Yep.
But that's going to, like, these games it's a big tell for the Lions. You know what I'm saying? Then you have the next week 5 at Cincinnati, week 6 at Kansas City.
You play Cleveland week 4.
Yeah, I'm just talking about the away games. And then
that Cincinnati game's not going to be easy. They got a good team.
Yeah, the offense is crazy. The week 10, the next away game, Washington in November. So, and then week 11, right after that, Philadelphia, the Super Bowl champs. Like the schedule is legit. And then week 15, that's a home game, but Matthew Stafford comes back.
No, it's in Los Angeles.
Oh yeah, you're right. It's in Los Angeles, yes. And then the wrap up, two road games to wrap up the season: Vikings and Bears. Man,
And 2 tough places to play. You're playing the Bears in Chicago in January. It's going to be terrible, terrible weather.
Yes. So we'll see, man. Hopefully, Hooker's ready to roll because you're one injury away from that whole season being shot again.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's every NFL team. You're one injury away, unless you're San Francisco and you throw in your very last pick of the draft and he lights it up.
Yeah, it's one time out of how many though?
It's insane. But yeah, so there's I'm reading a lot of outside of Detroit. I'm reading a lot of reports that Shadur Sanders he's on the bubble and might not even make the team, which is freaking hilarious.
Yeah, and they drafted that Gabriel kid too, didn't they? Out of Oregon. So
Yeah.
there's like 50 quarterbacks in
Somebody's got
Cleveland right now.
Yeah, legendary. It's going to be legendary. Also, down in Miami, there's a lot of rumors for Tyreek Hill to be traded.
I heard that.
That'd be very interesting. Looks like the San Francisco 49ers are leading that contention.
Sounds about right.
So, a lot of
It'd be
buzz.
a decent fit.
Yeah, a lot of buzz going around in the NFL, and we're still a couple months out. But
Less than 100 days.
it's already June, July, August. The preseason games are starting. So,
I'm sticking.
yeah. It's
It's a quick off season.
pretty awesome. So, the MLB, Scooble had 2 back-to-back stellar games. Unfortunately, so did the other pitcher, and we lost that game yesterday, 1-0. But man, Tarek Scooble, man, the other day he pitched a complete game. Not yesterday, the game before they pitched a complete.
Last Sunday.
Less than 100 pitches. And his very last pitch in the 9th inning, his very last pitch, he threw 103 miles an hour.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
And you got to sign this guy right now, man. Like, I don't know what the hell they're waiting.
There's no better pitcher.
There is not. No, he is the pitcher this year and next year and the year after.
Mm-hmm.
And I think he's going to command. He's 28, right? So he's going to want 7 to 10 years.
Yeah.
I bet he gets. If he hits the open market, he's going to get 500.
You have to give him what he wants. If you and to be honest with you, you set that tone years ago. So,
and I'm giving I'm giving him just blank check. What do you want? What years, whatever, man. Because if you win a World Series, I don't give a shit if you're 45 years old pitching 1 inning a week. You brought us a championship. Don't care. Do not care. I'm ready to win.
Yeah.
Even if you're not, like, what's the goal? If you don't sign him, what's the goal? To go find somebody better? Because you're not. He's young. He's ready to like build a team.
And what are you? And if you trade him, what are you getting?
Yeah, that's the $1 million question. I'm not smart enough to answer that, but I'm sure the
Yeah,
GMs have something in the back of their brain. But
I don't think there's not a single prospect in the MLB that I would want instead of Eric Skubal.
it's the thing.
I agree, but say they talk to him and he says, "Look, I'm going to explore free agency," then like
Yeah, you have to.
better off taking what they can get than just losing.
Yeah.
him.
Right. Yes.
My point.
But we don't know that. We don't know that right now. Like you know what I mean? Like
No. I agree. Yes, you're right. You're
Well,
right.
everything right now, but you have to look at all the components. Like number one, who's his manager, or who's his agent? Agent is a freaking shark. He's not going to let this kid.
Going to go for money.
Yeah, 100% money. So if you don't sign him to a long-term deal this year, you have to let him go. You can't screw around. You have to get what you pay for him.
Yes. I agree. But I'm saying like trading him this year just to trade him is
Yeah, you can't.
Absolute foolishness.
Yeah, you can't do it this year unless.
Well, that's when he's
not going to let him sign with Detroit. Then I would say go ahead and just get rid of him. Just see if you can get something for him.
Get better value
for the playoff push. Like if you could go out, let's just say if Scott Brooks says, "Look, we're not going to sign with Detroit. We're going with a big market." Then you immediately call up Pittsburgh and say, "What do you want for Skeens? Because let's make a deal right now."
This is my other point. We'll talk about that in a second, but. I don't think Skubal is unloyal to Detroit though. What has he done?
Not Detroit, but his agent doesn't give a crap about loyalty. I guarantee.
Yeah, but who does Scott Boras work for?
I don't think so.
For Freddie Freeman.
Right. Right. Yeah.
He's got the freaking scum.
It's going to be will Detroit want to pay him the money? That's what it's going to come down to.
Yeah, I just think these scumbag agents, they're not looking at that. They're looking at dollar signs. Like, and first, how much money is this Boris dude worth? Like, how much more money do you freaking need, pal?
Right. Also, back to what I was trying to say though. Last year, Skubal could have really screwed the Tigers over and went to arbitration.
Yeah.
He probably could have got $30 million last year, but he avoided arbitration and took a $10 million deal, which is still like a huge raise for him. But I really don't think the money is as big of a deal as what you guys are making it. Because if it was, don't you think Boris would have forced arbitration last year?
It's not that it's a big deal. It's going to be what he has to ask for. If Detroit can give, okay, so use Max Fried. What did he sign for? $250 million. So say Detroit, that's it. That's all they could do is $250 million. Los Angeles is going to offer $300.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
So
yes.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I mean.
Yeah.
Right, but it's also
or they can't. It's just that they're going to get trumped.
Right, but it's not always about the money. Look at Bregman. He didn't sign for the most money. It was a fit, a spot. Like I don't know. I'm giving Skubal the benefit of the doubt that we're going to get the deal signed until I hear otherwise.
Yeah, I'll give him the benefit of the doubt too, but I would never give his agent the benefit of the doubt.
No. But like I said, Boris works for Skubal. Like he could just be like, "All right, man. Like I'm staying in Detroit. You either sign my deal or I'll be my own agent, right? Or find someone else."
What if Detroit doesn't make a playoff push this year?
There's always that too.
If they fall, you're saying if they fall off?
If they just 500 and just don't make a push, they're just 16 games out. That just doesn't happen.
Then I think you still got 2 years of Skubal, right? And I'm not trading him this year, regardless.
Sure, but I'm just saying, does his desire to want to stay in Detroit go down?
I don't know. I can't answer that. I don't know if his desire is because the team is flourishing or his desire is because
I mean, he
loyalty
has to
to
want to be in a winning squad.
loyalty to the city and to the fans, and I can't answer that.
Is he local? Is he from Detroit?
No, he's from like the Pacific Northwest. But he's a big pro Detroit guy now, so I don't know. I can't answer that. But
Is Matthew Stafford a big pro Detroit guy too?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Fair.
he couldn't wait to get out of town.
Fair.
It's all about that ring, baby.
Yeah.
I just, I'm not. It sucks. I think he should. It looks right in a Detroit uniform, but as a fan of a big market team, I'd love to see him come to town, and I know that they're going to put the money up for him. So.
Yeah, I mean, you're going to have the big 4 or 3 are coming regardless.
Yeah, you know the Mets are
Dodgers, Yankees, Mets, and insert another
offer him $1 trillion.
Yeah, absolutely,
and a house in the field.
Well, I mean, look at what Juan Soto got. He got number 22, a hotel rooms for his family, a suite.
Sweets. Plus the biggest money contract.
Right.
And you can't even play the field, and you're hitting like butt.
Yeah.
Tough.
I don't know, man.
So, but we'll see. You got time.
Win this year, and we don't have to worry about it.
Win games. That's what you can do. You can win games.
And man, I don't know if anybody saw this year coming for the Detroit Tigers, man, but they're just playing some really well baseball, and the entire team's clicking. And just wait. They're not even healthy right now. Just wait till all their players are back and see what happens. Man,
yeah, and I think they're for real. I really do. I think it's.
Yeah, I'm still
long enough. Yeah,
I'm still on the fence, man. So, like I said, I think let's talk again after the 4th of July. And
hey, that's coming quick.
It is. It's only a month away.
Yeah. So.
And what we have right now is a 6-game lead in Central.
Well, just look at the big picture too. What do you?
Yeah, I think we're still with the best record, right?
Best record. 644 win percentage. Best record by 2 games in the whole majors. Second best run differential in the AL.
And the best part is our farm club is smashing right now.
All 3 of them are above 500.
I heard Parker Meadows is doing fairly well down there in Toledo too.
Yeah, he should be coming back soon.
Yeah. Yes. So, hey, just wait till we get healthy, and then we'll see. I mean,
I think it's real. I think it's real.
I mean, they're playing.
See, it's obviously it's looking like it's real, but in my little pea brain, I look at their payroll, and it's like, okay, I think their payroll is what, 145 right now for the year.
Yeah, I don't know. They're 18th in the majors in payroll.
Yeah,
they're the 18th.
And then you look at all the other teams, like, how is this possible, man?
But I mean, look at you got Juan Soto batting, 150 and making $700 million. You know, like, I don't know, man. Money. It's not always about money.
Hey, so let me ask you this question. This is an Eric question. Let's say they do make a run and make it to the series in late October. Is there an asterisk on this team because of AJ Hinch?
Yes.
No.
That's why I said this question's for Eric.
No. I don't think so.
I'm hearing a lot of that noise right now.
The asterisk?
Yeah, I haven't heard
Well,
that.
just the cheater running the ship.
What is he? How has he cheated in Detroit?
I'm not saying he is cheating in Detroit. I'm just saying,
We should probably look into it.
if you're a bridge builder, you're a bridge builder for the rest of your life. I don't know if you ever heard that joke. I'm not going to tell it here because it's disgusting, but but
I don't know. I think he paid for his crimes, and I think the man's a baseball genius.
If you know the bridge builder joke, you do it one time and you're labeled that for the rest of your life.
Yeah, I say no. I don't think so.
Yeah. I mean, to me, I really don't care. You can call my team whatever the hell you want as long as we're winning. I don't give a shit.
I think he's fine. It's not like he got suspended, or it's not like he got kicked out of baseball, So it's like,
I mean, he did his time.
It's it is what it is. It's a whole different team. It's a whole different year. It's a whole different situation. I mean,
yeah. I mean, that's
if he's cheating,
almost
here,
10
then
years
that's
removed.
messed up,
It's almost 10 years removed. If he was doing something funky, he would have got caught again.
His idea in Houston. I think he just went along with it.
I think it was Alex Cora's idea. I think Alex Cora gets
came down from the uppers.
Yeah, I'm not saying he's cheating right now. I'm just saying his persona now is the cheater.
Yeah, I think, like I said, I think Alex Cora gets more of that. The Alex Cora was the mastermind of the video and the garbage cans and the.
Oh, it's funny that you brought that up. That's a nice little segue. What's going on in Boston right now, man?
Jesus, yeah, I'm like eating crow. I had them in the World Series, man. You get Crochet and Bregman, and I mean they got those young Campbell's an absolute monster. Willer Abreu's an animal. Like you got some just stud play. Roman Anthony's about to come up. Like you have some studs, but they don't play well together.
Yeah,
they did it wrong. They didn't. They just threw them in a cage together. They didn't plan this thing out. And the first thing they did is took their biggest, deepest root and pulled on it. And I think that was a chain reaction. Devers was shooken up. I think the rest of the team kind of was on eggshells, and the ripple effect.
Yeah, and I think there was a big Devers versus Bregman divide in the locker room.
But they did that. They caused that.
They absolutely, and they did it publicly. It wasn't behind closed doors. It was, Raffy, you're not playing third base anymore. They told him straight up in the media, put your glove away. You can't do that.
Nope, not to a player like him. If it was, some random third baseman, sure, but if that's not the case.
Yeah, and you can't do that in a big market. Like Boston media will eat you alive.
Yeah, because they love the guy.
They love that guy, and the coming from the journalism field, the Boston media are a bunch of savages. They will eat you alive, and you can't do that. And that's. I think John, you hit the nail right on the head. It was that very first they signed Bregman, and next thing you know, it's drama in the club.
Everything they did after that was downhill.
It's drama in the clubhouse, and now I mean, I watched a game the other day with them, and I mean they're throwing the ball around like little leaguers into the stands. It's bad. Alex Cora has lost that clubhouse.
Realize, like when you on the every other days or on the spring training days, like if the team's not bought in and everybody that's practicing isn't actually practicing, these are professionals. It's going to show up. The other team's going to kick your ass because they've been busting their butt all spring and every off day and all these hours after the game, before the game. It shows.
Well, it's like I preach this all the time, man. You got to have a locker room of dudes that love each other, and it's not that in Boston.
we should do a competition, like make a game out of it. Pick a date that you think Cora's going to get fired.
See, but I don't know if he's getting fired. That ownership, like, strangely loves him. Like, he was suspended all of the, 2020 season or whatever for the sign stealing, and they brought him back. They didn't have to bring him back. I don't know. I don't know if he's getting fired, and I don't think that the Red Sox ownership cares.
That's so sketchy, though. It's just like that. It just makes it seem like it's like, oh, he'll do what he's told. Let's bring him back.
Yeah.
Hey, by the way, did you watch that series on Tiger Stadium or the documentary?
No, I haven't yet.
Yeah, I didn't know Tiger Stadium was 10 minutes older than Fenway.
10
Yeah.
Minutes? Oh, 1903, 1912?
1912.
1912.
They opened up the same day, and Detroit Tigers game was 10 minutes before the Red Sox game.
So is was it the same week that the Titanic?
Yes. Yep.
A long time ago, my friends.
Yeah.
Hey, your park is in much better shape than theirs. I would have not guessed that.
I love nostalgia, though, man. Tiger Stadium was just an awesome place to be. But
I mean, Fenway's.
They need a new field. Keep it.
I don't
They need
think
a new
so.
park.
I strongly disagree. I think Fenway is.
Yeah, you disagreed about the robot umpires too.
Yeah, we're not even going to get going in that.
Man, I'm telling you what, man, these umps are just getting uglier and uglier, man.
And the calls are getting more important and more important.
It's laughable at this point. Like,
yeah.
Like I'm a very big like baseball purist, get off my lawn type of guy.
Yeah.
But man, even John, I'm coming along, buddy.
Same argument. Do you remember? I remember when I was younger, or just whenever, if the pitch was hit the spot, even if it was off a little bit, they usually got the call. But now I think that the pitches have so much movement and they're just mixing them up so much, new pitches, all this stuff that the umpires can't even get into a rhythm.
Yeah.
And they have no idea what's coming. And so they're guessing.
Yes. And here's where my breaking point, the umpires are becoming a distraction to the game.
Mm-hmm. Sure. Agreed. 100%.
That's it. And once one singular thing becomes a distraction to the point of taking away from the game, that's when I start to have a problem with it, and it's getting to be that.
I don't see why they can't just relay the calls to the umpire. You know, you can have him out there, you can have him making his calls, balls and strikes, but when he misses one, nope, you missed it. Nobody has to use a challenge. Nobody has to, and then nope, I missed it. Ball, whatever.
And you would think they might ask for help more too, if there was a little earpiece or a.
That's part of that old schoolness, and that's what I remember growing up is like you can push it to a certain point, but it was a very clear line in the sand when you knew you were going to get thrown out rather than just sent back to the dugout.
Yeah, I mean these dudes are thrown out like just dudes are getting thrown out every day.
They're standing on their ground and they're wrong.
Yeah, that Javi Baez the other couple of days ago, I forget what game it was, but when he got tossed. That was clearly a ball. Obviously, I don't know what he said to the ump, but he
said 4-letter words to him, the magic words to get tossed.
I get you.
Okay.
And it's bad when Javi Baez even knows it's a ball. I mean, let's be honest there.
That was like, man, that was terrible.
Did you see the Pittsburgh game 2 nights ago?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
That
literally was ball 4 to tie the game.
Yeah. Yes. That was equally as bad.
And it missed by a ball, a whole ball length.
And also, like college baseball, I just want to about this for 1 second. The Oregon base runner plowed through the catcher, and he was safe. The catcher didn't even have the ball. He was safe. And then another ump came and called him out because he just, I forget what they called it, but he just blasted right through the
What's he supposed to do?
Oh, he didn't give himself up.
He did not. And then not only that, that would have tied the game. It was late in the game. That would have tied the game. Not only did they call him out, they ejected the base runner, and they made the base runner on second go back to first. And
I mean, this isn't.
That's
a little league rule. Remember, like you can't run over the umpire. Like that shouldn't be.
If the guys in the middle of the base line, like
what do you?
I'm not looking at him. I can't even stop myself. I just
it's got to be on the catcher too.
100%. Teach the catcher what he's supposed to do.
Yeah, go to the side and then just swing your glove at
the ball. Don't be in the, if you're going to get the ball in time, great. If it's going to be close, fine. Yeah. But if it's not, then
that
you get ran over.
That play definitely dictated that game because they ended up losing the game. That would have tied the game, and who knows what would have happened after that. Mm-hmm. But it definitely dictated the score of that game.
But that's more of that's a rule. That's a stupid rule, not a blown call. That seems like that was a rule.
Well, it sounds like they made the right call. They let it play out, and then the umpire stepped in.
Yeah,
right. But the umpire was officiating a written rule. It wasn't the dude was missed the out.
Poorly officiated it. I think he made the wrong call, but it wasn't.
Yeah, maybe
it wasn't what he was saying. You know what I mean?
Yeah, maybe.
But I don't know. Yeah, I see what you're saying. It's not like a ball and strike where it's like we are relying on you to make this call.
Right. No, I think it was his interpretation of a rule. Probably, I didn't see the play, but that's it's an interpretation of a rule. Could be, lax.
I do see a lot of that though nowadays, where it's just if somebody gets blown up, they're just like it's just the same thing in football, where it's like if the hit's hard enough, they're throwing a flag.
Yeah.
The female softball. Have you guys watched any of this?
Mm-mm.
Holy shiza! This one girl, she hits home runs every time she's up to bat. So I forget what game it was, but I don't even remember the girl's name. But all 4 times she was up to bat, the pitcher walked her intentionally. Her final at bat, they couldn't walk her because the bases were loaded, and she did a walk-off grand slam.
Yeah.
She just freaking parked that thing. I was like, damn, this girl is impressive, man. She just smashes home runs every time she's at the bat. Oh, scheiße. All right. We're running a little late here, but we have to talk about the NHL and the NBA. The finals are here both. Are we finally going to have a Canadian Stanley Cup? And when was the last time we had a Canadian team hold the Stanley Cup? I mean, it is
the Stanley Cup. It's Florida and who?
Edmonton.
Florida's good.
Like 1990. It's been a really long time.
A long time. Yeah. Florida. I mean, this is their back-to-back trip to the Cup final.
It's third.
It's
third in a row.
They not won one.
They lost the first.
They lost one.
Yeah, this could be their back.
They lost one. So they won last year.
Yeah, they won last year. Lost the year before, but a team from the state of Florida has been in the finals since 2000. Because the Lightning won it back-to-back in 21 and 22.
I saw another stat.
2020.
I think it was the Kachuk. He's like for the past 50 years, a teammate of his has been in the Stanley Cup Finals.
That's crazy.
Oh, that's wild.
Yeah, I think it's either 47 or 50 years. I mean, we're talking like.
Yeah, had a lot of teammates.
Yeah, well, he didn't. So obviously, he didn't play with them while they were in the Stanley Cup Finals. But it goes back when he first came in the league. He might have played with somebody older that was in the Stanley Cup Finals.
Yeah, in like the 80s or something.
Yeah. So it goes all the way almost 50 years, man. I was like that, and that's. I mean, whoever came up with that stat is that dude needs to get a raise.
Yeah, I love longevity stats like that.
Yeah. But so it's been decades, I think, since a Canadian team has hoisted the cup. So I'm pulling for Florida because screw Canada.
I agree. Florida's a fun team to watch. They're dirty.
Yeah,
I wanted the Hurricanes to go, so go Canada.
So a guy that I had on my podcast a while back, he's a fighter pilot, a Top Gun pilot. He actually has a suite for the Florida Panthers, and he's always posting photos of him in the suite.
That's cool.
That is super dope. And crazy thing, he's one he invited us to come down anytime we wanted to, but
you should hit him up.
You don't even know, hey, how about that offer now?
Hey, I was wondering, can I go ahead and use that suite?
Game 1.
Yeah.
I'll be there Wednesday night.
I'm gonna need it for the series.
Yeah. So obviously he didn't make his money off of being a pilot. He's also a investor, a damn good investor.
That's cool.
I think that's pretty dope, man.
I think it's really dope.
Right there. Yes. And then the NBA Finals, man. Your boys got out there, buddy.
Yep, man. They got knocked out.
They got knocked out pretty handily also.
Yeah, they did. Indiana, man, they look solid. Every time you try to creep back in there, they just another haymaker, and they played good basketball.
Yeah,
man. They really did.
We all know I'm not much of a basketball guy, but I was pulling for Anthony Edwards, and
I know, man. I like that team too.
Yeah,
I like that team too. So
they got rolled also.
I would imagine they're gonna make a move over the offseason. They're
Yeah.
going to give him somebody to.
He's young too, right? He's only like in his early 20s.
Yeah, super. He's like 23 years old.
Yeah.
Yeah. Plus, he's got Julius Randle for another couple of years. He's getting up there, but they'll make some moves over the offseason. They have to get him some teammates because they're good, and Oklahoma City is really good, so they're probably going to win.
You think Oklahoma's going to win the whole thing?
I thought the Knicks would handle Indiana. I didn't really think Indiana was that good. I didn't, and they just, when you watch them play, it's just they are that good. So yes, I think Oklahoma City is going to beat Indiana, but I don't really know.
Yeah, the only thing I know is like Indiana, the entire state is like, if you think basketball, what state do you think of? It's freaking Indiana.
Not me, but yeah, it makes sense.
But you know what I'm saying? Like
yeah, that's all I got.
And like, just, I mean, like, it just goes back there, man.
Not a lot of
Hoosiers, baby.
Mountain sports out
Yeah,
there.
like Indiana's it's a great basketball state, not just town, a state, you know.
Well, they're well represented for the finals, that's for sure. I think they do not have home court advantage, though. I don't believe. It starts out in Oklahoma City.
Oh yeah, I'm not really sure. Probably
Oklahoma City was the 1 seed, so.
Yeah, I just, for the NHL and NBA, the only thing I could hope for is a Game 7 because I'm not really interested in either one of them right now.
I agree. A good series. Some buzzer beaters.
Yeah.
Indiana was 50-32. That's like, it's okay. That's good. You know, they're well above 500, but to be in the NBA Finals, they were the 4 seed. See, Detroit, they were the 6. They could have just as easily been there.
Yeah, Detroit, they hung in there for a minute. But, hey.
They had a good season. They got some draft picks. They'll be all right.
Yeah, it's all about getting hot at the right time. And, you know what they say about those Tigers, man? Don't let them get hot.
Mm-hmm.
That was the turning point, man, and they haven't looked back since. All right, I think that's about it for today. If you're interested in going to a football game, you probably have a pretty good chance if you're a Patreon member. Other than that, more details on that will come in the near future. Also, I'm thinking about doing maybe if you just swag from the swag store, maybe I'm thinking about doing something like that for every purchase. Your name gets dropped into a hat for that also. So, I mean, we got all kinds of opportunities this year and got plenty of time to think about it. Golf, if you like golf, I mean, even if you don't live in Middle Tennessee, come on down, because I was told last year was our very first golf outing, a fundraiser. I was told by multiple people it was the best golf fundraiser outing that they've ever been to, and it was our first one. So I can only imagine it's only going to get bigger and bigger every year. So, and also, if you're lucky enough to score Detroit Lions tickets, we are no longer the Nosebleeds Reports. We're right down in the action. We're talking $1,000 a game for these tickets. So jump on in there. Go buy some swag. Hop on Patreon and try your luck. But more info will come on that. All righty. Do you two have anything else to say?
No.
All right. Peace out. We'll see you guys next
week.
Sunday. And keep up the good work, Tigers. 1 o'clock Central Time today. See what they got.
And let's win the series.
Yes.